Ever wondered what it takes to do certain jobs? I don't want a full-blown oven in my truck. I think it's too much space wasted, and it's quite heavy on electricity consumption. So I went with an air fryer that looks like an oven, which I much prefer, and you can still do full pizzas, a full chicken, the whole works in one of these. So as you see from the beginning, I designed and printed the footing for the actual air fryer, especially for this particular air fryer. It's got little rectangular feet, and these holders that you see in black that I'm putting on the shelf are ideal to locate it from it sliding back and forth. Believe it or not, this particular oven that it's based on, I no longer use because I think, no, is it this one? I can't remember. One of them I bought and I literally had it for 2 days, forgot it on the shelf, and it came flying out of the shelf and smashed on the floor in the truck, and the outer glass is completely ruined. The oven is fine, the inner glass is still fine, but I wasn't going to put that back in the truck because it looked awful. At some point maybe I can replace the glass, I don't know. But anyway, this is the second one that's going in, and the footings or the feet on it are identical to the other one, so it's not a big deal in trying to make sure it all works. But I also wanted to point out how much work it takes to get this sort of stuff done. This is days worth and days worth of work, drawing, designing, thinking about it, and all I'm doing is making sure an oven is secure in the truck. That's all it is, and this is how much work it entails. And all you've got here is just snippets of what it took, rather than obviously the whole thing, because otherwise you'd all be bored to death. But anyway, enjoy this little video, and any comments about anything, to be honest, would be greatly appreciated. Ciao. Okay, let's try it. So that's that. It's in, and it's not moving left, right, back or front. All it can do is go up. So that's my next job, is to make some sort of clamping system. I've already marked the lines where I want to put it, because the vents for the induction cooktop or hob is around here, so I don't want to interfere with that. So it's going to go across there, straight down, I reckon, with just threaded rod straight through the bottom, and I can bolt it from underneath, and again that means I can take it off if it breaks down or needs replacing or whatever. So that's the next job. Okay, that's that done. Now I'm going to put it on the shelf and match these holes to the shelf. So this is the heat shield that I've just made the development or the pattern for it. So I'm going to fold here, and fold there, and fold there for a flange. The black dots are screw holes. So that's what I'm going to do next before it gets too late. Just to quickly show you, just ran out of light yesterday, but this is the sheet metal plate that I've made. So you've got a flange on that side, one on the bottom. I've pre-drilled everything, and the flange at the top, and that's basically how it's going to go in and cover the actual spice rack drawer thing to shield it from the actual air fryer oven, and that should keep everything reasonably non-perishable, I guess. So let's go and try and fit it. So it seems the hole that I've drilled is just a bit off. I'm just going to show you that. That's the hole that's going to, where the threaded bar is going to go through to clamp the oven down. Same as the one on this side, right there. So I'm going to just test it, but I think I might have to nip. A little bit more off it. Yeah, typical. So I'm just going to get the reamer out and do that for now. Another day, another job. So the heat shield is in, as you can see. I'll put some light in there so you can see. And it's all screwed in beautifully. And we've got conduit going right there, so this is still removable. It's all bolted in the corner there, down here. Here's the locators for the feet for the oven. Same on this side, same here. I've temporarily put a 15 amp socket in there for now, so I can still use it. I'm going to get these to mount tight to the wall. And my next biggest issue is, as you know, these ovens, I mentioned before, the back area of the oven gets extremely hot. It even says in the manual to be careful that the leads don't touch the back. So I'm somehow going to have to get the lead, which is a bit dark to see it in here. Let's put some lights on in the bedroom area. Okay, so here's the oven. The back of this here, this particular area here gets ultra hot, like you can't touch it hot. And I guess that's why they've put these little ABS feet there. Now, I'm inclined to put some sort of heat shield against that, but I don't know if that's going to make any difference. What I don't want is this, as it's pushed back, to coil up and sort of touch the back. So obviously access to the back once you push this in is very limited, so it needs to be something that you can maneuver as you put in and sort of click it into place or something. I don't know. It's either that or somehow they only give you about 1 meter on the lead anyway. Perhaps there's a way of making this even shorter, or coiling it and make it shorter. Technically you're not supposed to coil leads, but we'll see what we can do. That's today's job. And then finally this thing can be put to bed for now until I get all the wiring done with the appropriate double pole sockets. Alright, that's in finally, and I've tidied the wires. There's some clips at the back, so it's all neat and tidy, and it's not touching the back, which is the most critical thing. And yeah, that is it. Finally, put this to bed. It's been bugging me all this time, so there we go. It's solid as a rock. I'm just going to test to see if it's all working. There it is. Lights up beautifully. Lights on. Beauty. And there we have it. Finally have a stable, solid oven after all these months.